Welcome, friends. I'm going to share my technique on how to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours for a niche market. Now, I'm a musician, I'm a singing teacher, I am a cantor, I sing in the Jewish synagogue, I've moved to Israel, I'm a music teacher, I teach music theory, I teach voice and a lot of other things, as well as play and perform as an entertainer, an opera singer as well. So I have a niche market and I'm not getting thousands and thousands of subscribers, although it's interesting to note I've got about 18,000 views in a month, 18,000 views. That sounds like a lot, but it's still not enough. You're going to go into your metrics. You're going to have to go into your YouTube Studio, go back into that YouTube Studio and see what you're doing for the month, and then click on 365 days to see how many watch hours you're doing, kind of figure out where you're heading. As you've seen in other videos, people encourage you to put things out there. So I'm going to say the same thing. What I've started to do to get my watch hours and participation up a lot was to put things up every day, post every day. So that really increases the game. Now, I have a lot of different things that I do. I have a music theory playlist, and by the way, creating a playlist for what you like to do, especially if you have a variety of interests, and I think many people have a variety of interests out there, you can make a playlist on YouTube for those interests. So I have a playlist on singing, voice technique. I now have a playlist for music theory, and I bring in Classroom Maestro and I connect it with a MIDI cable to my keyboard, and I'm able to show the students the actual music notes, the chords on the video. I also have me singing Israeli songs. I have cantorial coaching and teaching. I teach internationally for the Ashkenazic version of singing in the synagogue. Here in Israel, there are a lot of Sephardic synagogues, and this is not that. So I have playlists, many playlists for the Jewish holidays, high holidays, Sabbath, etc. So that's a whole leg of what I do. And that market is very, very small. There are only really a few thousand cantors in the world, if that. Maybe somewhere between 500 and 1,000, within that range, and not everybody is paying attention to my stuff. So there are different arms of synagogue music, from Reform to Conservative to Orthodox to Hasidic. So that's been my passion and interest. I'm a conductor of the Great Synagogue in Tel Aviv for the Jewish holidays. So it's a niche market. I'm not going to be getting a lot of interest. So how do we take our niche little market and get it out there? So I'm going to give you a few tips. Number one, I'm staying right now in a hotel because of the current situation and the war. So in this hotel, I approached a lot of people. They have their telephone. I said, hi, by the way, can we take a look at your phone? And I said, do you have YouTube? Some people do, some people don't. Some people have no clue how to use a telephone, but press on YouTube and you press the search, you change the language from Hebrew or Arabic to English. And I must say, I'm friendly with a lot of the Arab workers here. They become really good friends. So I'm all about peace and happiness here. So you have them go to the telephone and open up the YouTube, and then you let them, that's my little thing, let them push the subscribe button. 90% of the time I say, you push it. And then they push the subscribe button, and I thank them very, very kindly. Really, thank you so much for helping me. And sometimes that strikes up an interesting conversation, by the way. This is a really great secondary aspect of it. Now, having the guts to talk to people is something that is a skill that not everybody has. Now, I'm a very friendly person. I've taken many courses in leadership at Landmark Education when I was in the United States. I only moved to Israel 2 years ago. And there was a lot of development in terms of full self-expression there. So it may take you a little bit to do that. But if you're making videos out there and you're trying to put your name out there and you've got self-confidence, one technique and one thought that I would offer you is to think, nobody out there really exists. If one way, what does that mean? Nobody out there exists. Well, put it this way, in 120 years, you think anybody who's living on the planet is going to be here? Okay, all right, so there's going to be someone 127. You think they're going to know how to use a phone? 130 years, okay? Nobody here is going to be here anymore. And there are some people that you're happy that they're not going to be there, but everyone's not going to be here, except me, the remnant of these videos. You know, some of the things that you do might be for posterity. Now that's related to posterior. All right, posterity, not prosperity, posterity. It's like history, you know, posterity, go look it up. By the way, I have 3 degrees in education, 3 degrees in education, 2 in music education, and the 3rd one in administration, plus many years of leadership training and many, many, many years of voice lessons and music lessons and all that. So I'm kind of a self-made man, if that inspires any of you. I am opera singer, cantor, conductor, performer, entertainer, voice teacher, composer, pianist, arranger, and now video editor. I work with Final Cut Pro, and I'm kind of stuck with that. Could use to learn a little bit more about editing. I've got a long list, to-do list, that's like 1,000 miles long, and I never even get to look at it because I'm so busy. And right now I'm in the process of learning Israeli popular songs so I could venture into becoming an entertainer here. I was a pretty successful entertainer in South Florida in the condo market with elderly people, and there I performed a lot of Broadway songs and oldies, and here and there maybe a popular opera or Jewish Fiddler on the If I Were a Rich Man. Go David! Old day long-eyed viddy bum, you give me if I were a wealthy man. Hey, I wouldn't have to work hard. So I am an entertainer. In Yiddish, we call it a yentertainer. Boy, this guy sounds like he's from the old home, from the old alte Heim, from the old place in Europe. Anyway, for those who are Jewish out there, you probably get a little snicker out of all that, and some of you are familiar with some of this repertoire. Fiddler on the Roof is a very popular Broadway show, and when I performed the condo circuit down in Florida, a lot of Jewish people down there. But I sang a lot of Sinatra. I did a whole Sinatra show, and you could look that up, Sounds of Sinatra, on my YouTube. By the way, if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would appreciate that. And you try to lighten up and invite people to do that in a nice way, but you're going to give them a lot of value. The one thing that I have not done is to write my little plan of what I'm going to be talking about. Today I made a couple of notes. So let me take a little peek and see if there's anything that I missed. So you're going to put a lot of things out there, right? You're just going to keep posting things. Okay. My creativity is just off the charts, and if you want to work with me in terms of unleashing your creativity, please, hook me up, and I'll be happy to give you a 15-minute consultation for free. Let's see. It's funny, I write like a doctor, and then I can't read what I wrote. Here's another one, which is very, very interesting. I came up with because of the watch hours challenge. How do I get those 4,000 watch hours? When I initially heard it, it was like 4,000 watch hours. Whatever, sure. I mean, that's like such an immature, perspective. Is like just, assume that you've got that. No. Those 4,000 watch hours, that's the deal. So we need the long things. Now I was thinking of going live. If I go live and I have an hour show, I sing for an hour, people watch for an hour, or interview people. If you want to interview people and make it interesting, do that. Here's another tip. In order to post things every day, sometimes you may just want to not edit and just put it out there. Now, that's probably a big no-no for a lot of people. They want to get, their 50,000 hits and their 20,000 hits and, all the views and all that. For me, for my dollar, I'd rather just churn out more stuff and get it out there. So it's just something to consider, because editing takes a long time. Now for this video today, I feel like a little bit more confident. I put on a nice jacket. I went on Zoom, and I used the function of blur background because I'm sitting in a hotel room, and it's really, it's not so pleasant to look at, but with the blur, it kind of looks really nice. I don't have my green screen with me. I don't really think it makes much of a difference. But anyway, you do it, you get the experience. Okay, here's a little bit of my leadership training coming in. This I attribute to my Landmark training, Landmark Worldwide, and I recommend their courses if somebody really wants a big breakthrough. What I learned from Landmark, among many things, is giving your word to something. You give your word. It's the basis of all Landmark. Is you say you're going to do something, and then you do it. That's called integrity. So if you say you're going to do something, even if you say it to yourself, you say you're going to do it, and then you do it, and then you accomplish it. It becomes done. So say to yourself you're going to do it, and then you do it, you accomplish it. So if you say you're going to do a video every day, you say you're going to do this and that, get it out of your head and just go for it and do it. So post. Sometimes you just want to post and get it out there. Editing takes a long, long time. So it's just another perspective. It works for me. Everyone's got their own little style. I like just churning the stuff out there, churn. To every season, churn. It's turn. But anyway, so I am a stage animal. I love being on the stage, many, many years on the stage, and making my shift now to be an entertainer in Israel, learning new songs every week, sometimes even every day, songs that I may have remembered from childhood. And let's see if I can play you a song here, just for fun. Just a song that I was working on today. Let's see, oh yeah, my iPad is over there. I'll just give you a little sense of it. I have a little keyboard here in the hotel. בבוקר ומגישהו ומתחיל ללכת ולכל הנפגש בדרכו קורא שלום שלום So, you have to have fun, do what you love to do, and make it happen and get it out there. So once again, going back to how we're going to get those 1,000 subscribers, you have 365 days a year. Get yourself in a place where you're going to meet people, where you're going to be with people, whether it's your group, somewhere where you meet more people. You can also ask, here's another idea, if you only have a small network of people, of friends, ask them to go ask another friend. My mover, who moved me here to Israel, called me at the beginning of this situation, and he said, what can I do for you? People here, everyone is just trying to help each other, and it's become, really a little bit of a family here. So I said, I need subscribers. And 2 days later, he got back to me and said, you have 14 new subscribers. So the thing is, you need to ask. You need to ask people. You need to make that request. And even if you meet somebody new, something positive will come out of that. Say, oh, you do that, you do X, Y, and Z, you connect, take my number, here's another connection. So think possible, think positive, put it out there, you're going to get it. So where am I at? I'm getting 100 or 150 new subscribers a month. So in 3 months, I'll have the 1,000. Now the point is 4,000 watch hours. We need to start interviewing. So how do I do that? I start putting it out there. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you work with me? Can you interview with me? Okay, you put it out there. You keep putting more things in your calendrum, in your calendar. Keep taking actions. That's the point. You want to keep going, keep doing it. I'm trying to jumpstart now my YouTube channel with this one little how to get 1,000 subscribers with a niche market. Let's see how this one goes. You never know, it may go viral. but it was an idea in my head. How do you take the idea or that hunch or that intention out of your head and into action? That's the thing. You want to be able to take those ideas and put it out there and make it happen. As Nike says, just do it. Anyway, thank you so much for your kind attention. Thank you much for listening. Thank you so much for listening. And please reach out, like and subscribe. Of course, if you'd like to make requests for other types of material, I'm getting some messages there on WhatsApp. You got to remember how to click that off before I make these videos. Anyone, once again, it's a great honor to be with you today. Just believe in yourself. Keep putting it out there. Be creative. Learn more skills, whether it's whatever you're presenting, organizing what you're presenting, learning more editing skills. I heard recently about DaVinci Resolve. I actually downloaded it. Most of the aspects of that program are free. Highly recommended. I didn't get into it yet. I'm a little stuck on Final Cut Pro. Technologically, I work with with the music notation software. I work with Finale, and I write my notes there. I used to do a notation series where I play the music and you see the notes going across the page. And mostly that's been done for my Jewish cantorial liturgical series. In any case, I am rambling on because I'm a rambling man. You want to ramble on to a song? Let's do another tune before we bop off. Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get running out, go now, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Who's doing the thing where I'm about to think? Ooh, yeah. And the blues. Check out my music theory playlist, and see you next time. You got this.